This one is for the small business owners. If you sell a product and you think your product is too simple to charge more, you're probably misunderstanding the value of your product. Hi everybody, welcome to another video of Decoding It, and today we're going to be talking about this massive difference between a functional and a perceived value, which a lot of brands, especially small owners, fail to understand. Very few people know this, and if you're a small business owner, you've probably gone through this at some point in time, that when you sat down to decide the price of your product, you felt guilty for charging too much for a product which probably offers nothing. And while a part of it is psychological, a bigger problem is that you don't understand what your product is truly worth. Let's understand this with a very simple example. Say I'm a seller who's selling a utility box. Now, if I'm not looking at the perceived value and only looking at the functional benefit of my product, my thinking will be that why would somebody pay me 800 bucks for this product when there are so many other sellers in the market who are probably selling a similar product for 500 bucks. The problem is that as a seller, I'm looking at it as a rectangle box in which people can store something. But that's not how my customers are looking at it. They're probably thinking that this is something in which I'll keep something which is absolutely precious to me. And the moment they attach that feeling to it, the product in itself becomes very precious. Take scented candles for example. What are the two main components of a scented candle? Wax and fragrance. Functionally, it has no benefit whatsoever. But there are still a lot of people that are making a massive amount of money in today's date out of this business. Reason? People look at the perceived value of their product. When they buy a candle that smells good and they light it after a hectic day of work, they feel a certain sense of calm and warmth and probably a very pleasant energy. And that is what people are paying for. And this is exactly where brand positioning comes into play. If you will see your product as something simple, so would others. But the moment you present it with a certain sense of intention, emotion, and experience, the perceived value rises and people begin to see your product very differently. So the next time you think of pricing your product lower than what it's worth, pause and think that you're probably only looking at the functional benefit of your product and not considering the perceived value of it. Have a good day.